Have you been bored out of your mind as of late during the lockdown? Do you crave a challenge? Do you just want to fight scary, terrifying monsters or eldritch abominations while wearing a top hat? If you have said yes to any of these questions, then I would recommend you check out From Software's spooky title Bloodborne, which was released in 2015. Within this speech, I will cover some of the reasons why I recommend this game so highly to everyone, and what makes a large company like Game Informer call it a macabre masterpiece. Some of the features that this game offers is a difficult and blood rushing gameplay that keeps you focused at all times. I feel as though modern games tend to taper down their difficulty so everyone from toddlers to full grown adults can play them, and which helps them rake in money. But Bloodborne, on the other hand, tends to, well, the developers of Bloodborne from software tend to make their games as hard as nails and demand your focus and attention while playing on purpose. This makes the game itself more memorable and enjoyable, as when you overcome a difficult obstacle that you've been stuck on for a while, you feel a sense of extreme accomplishment when you do overcome it. Also, another thing about the gameplay, the big scary monsters, such as the Wendigo like cleric beast, they actually feel like you're fighting a big scary monster instead of some giant pushover that just looks the part. The difficult and intense nature of the gameplay perfectly complements the dark and morbid presentation of the game. Though, for every game, there is a story. And while Bloodborne features a disturbed and melancholic one, you wake up in a clinic after a blood transfusion, and you leave the clinic only to find that the majority of the town has transformed into terrifying beasts while you're out. And it's up to you, the player, to survive the night and uncover the mysteries that plague the cursed town of Yarnum, as well as the history of the Chalice Dungeons and how it connects to the current Yarnum that you reside in. The story is mainly told through the world around you. In the cutscenes in it, they're very minimal and they're very cryptic, only giving like a few lines of dialogue, and this allows the player to piece together the story and come to their own conclusions on what they thought or believed happened in the game. Like the majority of modern games, Bloodborne features multiplayer. If you can play with other people or against them. If you're stuck on a certain part of the game or you don't feel like playing alone, you can always play with friends and clear the game together. And let's say you don't have friends who play the game. This game features an active and dedicated community pretty much across all From Software's titles, from Demon's Souls, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3. They're still very active and dedicated. This game also features a player versus player system in which one player invades another player's world while they are playing, and then the goal is to hunt them instead. And however, you may come across a person who has friends to help them, leading you to be outnumbered and probably end up dead. However, also you may not only be the only person invading that certain player's world, so you have to gun it for him, and get to him first. So, Bloodborne easily ranks among some of my most favorite games of all time, such as Hades and Dishonored, and maybe it's even my favorite. The game features intense gameplay, an intriguing story, and the ability to play online with friends in the community. That is why I think you should give From Software's title, Bloodborne, a try.